Hello and welcome, this is Sugikhan and thanks for joining me today on my first impressions out of an upcoming MOBA called Arena of Faith by Crytek. And those who have been subscribers for a long time on the channel know that I've been hyping this game many times. I've said that this game has a lot of potential and all that, but the problems lies on Crytek, the company that is making the game. They have been very inconsistent on releasing the game, and it has taken almost 2 years now to push the game out. There was a closed beta, but that took a 5-month break until now. They had a stress test for like 12 hours, which this footage is taken from. Those who played in a closed beta, how it's different, well, they improved the interface and shop systems, and then they of course also added new skins to the map. So kind of like in Heroes the Storm, the maps are exactly the same, but they have different skin. You have Halloween one, you have an alien one, and then you have this more like post-apocalyptic crater type of a map. And I think it's rather cool to have different types of maps. They look kind of it keeps things refreshing. And the game is combination of League of Legends and Heroes the Storm practically. So it does have that individual skill element, so you don't have like stupid stuff like team experience, but you have a similar talent system. So you see on the screen you have these powers and specials. Powers are like 20% lifesteal, 20% critical strike, 20% more health, or 500 health, or more mana, or etc. And you can pick those as you level up. You get experience by last hitting, so practically gold gives you levels in this game, so you don't have an item shop, you just learn talents. And then you have this spell that you get to choose, and spell, there's like heal, there's teleport, there is a shield, there's cleanse type of spell. Pretty much some similar stuff to League of Legends, but there's a bit more of them, I guess. And then you also get to choose a role. The roles can indicate stuff like more damage to turrets, take less damage from turrets, and you can like make certain characters more tanky by choosing different roles and masteries, and that means powers, and so it kind of offers different playstyle. Also, everybody starts with ultimates and all abilities in the beginning. Of course, ultimates have pretty high cooldowns, so you don't want to waste them early on. But this game is rather action based, so in every part of the game you will be having a lot of things going on, and you have to make plays all the time. What makes Arena of Fate really unique is it's how the games are won. So you have 3 ways to win the game. One is the traditional MOBA way, to destroy the base. This happens only like 5% of the games. Then you have this point system, which you can see on the screen next to the timer. So every game will last maximum by 20 minutes, which is really nice. So the game time is set into a certain number, and you don't have to worry about like, will this game last more than my lunch break, etc. And so you get points by killing heroes on the map. Towers will give you 1 point. There's a Titan that spawns that is equivalent to Roshan, Baron, or Titan, it essentially, I think it gave you 3 points. And then you have, of course, those are the only 3 ways to get really points on the game. One way is to win by getting 10 points first, or one is to win by having more points than the other team when the 20 minutes run out. So it is kind of interesting game mechanic, and makes you like play more macro orientated. So laning is important, yes, and CSing, but you have to like make a lot of roams and stuff. This game doesn't have jungles, so the split is usually 2-1-2. There is of course few jungle characters on jungle minions. They give you like these shrines that give you vision. Then there's a few that drop buffs, and that's pretty much it. They are sometimes kind of hard to do alone, which is something that I hope they would change a bit. The towers are really strong in this game as well. And as what comes to the characters on the game, which I kind of like about it, most of them are taken from folklore. You have characters like Grendel, you have Musashi, you have Cleopatra, you have Sherlock Holmes, you have Jesse James, you have like a lot of like these characters. You have even Tesla, and I think they're like really cool designs, and you have a lot of different cultures. Also, the game has kind of cool club system, kind of similar to League of Legends, but it's much better. You can play like you can see how your club is ranking on the ranking board. Also, you're able to like choose your own emblem and logo for the club you have. You can name it and all that, and it's a lot of rather cool system to have in the game. And the game is is somewhat bit monotone in terms of its like playstyle. I think there's around 30 characters right now. They haven't added anything since the first closed beta. They will be adding more characters for sure. We have seen some pictures and like spoilers about which characters will be added to the game. They have also like interests being an esport. Though definitely can see this happening because it's really easy to schedule the games because they only last maximum 20 minutes. I just feel when you snowball on the game and once you get like all the abilities, I think this is level 7 or 8, and after this, when people start to catch up, you start to lose that edge over the game. So you have to roam, and there are certain matchups, of course, that are really strong, like will outscale really hard, but some characters will just be good early on and then they kind of fall off, except unless they have really good team ultimates and stuff like that. But overall, I think it's a rather good game. It has, it's easy to access. It's not that hard to master, but there's a lot of like choices and builds that you can go for. So there's a lot of at least a depth of choice, so to speak. And the graphics are pretty good. It's a very optimized game. It didn't lag. You can play it on windowed really well. Lets you stretch the thing. And I have like it can get a bit boring maybe perhaps because the gameplay kind of stays the same. They might need to like add more different type of maps and maybe more alternative options and ways to come back into the game so it won't be that snowbally always. But overall, I'm excited to play the game again. I hope they improve some of the things that I talked about in this video. Going on to the future, expect to see more video about this game because I'm not caring about League of Legends anymore, so looking my eyes on elsewhere. But I think this is still a problem when the Crytek will be releasing the map again to beta or whatever stage it is, and then we got Master Axe Master coming out too. So there's a bit of a problem. I think the game should have been released when Strife and other those games, I mean Infinite Crisis got closed, because that would have been the best way to just get those players from those games to join this one, but releasing kind of has maybe fucked up its chances for its full glory. But thanks for watching this video. I will see you next time. Cheers.